The greatest figure skaters of all time spent the weekend in St. Louis. Everybody from Scott Hamilton to Tara Lipinski to Johnny Weir. But many think this present group that we saw all weekend is actually the best group of all time. They can prove it in Milan next month. Corey Miller wraps up the weekend for us.
For 5 days, St. Louis was the focus of the figure skating world. It may have culminated with the naming of the Olympic team on Sunday, but there were plenty of high points along the way. We have to start with Ilia Malinin.
He's the platinum album compared to the demo tapes. There's just no other way to compare it.
The quad god was the biggest name in action this week, and he lived up to the hype in front of a packed crowd at Enterprise Center. Malinin won the short program by 26 points, and ended up winning the overall competition by 57 points for his 4th straight U.S. championship. Now, the most dominant athlete in the sport gets to head to his first Olympic Games, where he'll likely be one of the biggest stars in Milan.
When people see that we're out there trying to do our best, putting all of these world records, numbers out there, people really get interested and they see, this guy broke a world record, so let me check it out. It's I feel like it's a more natural reaction to people when they see this. They're really interested to see what it's all about.
And Malinin isn't just amazing the audience. Even the legends can't believe what they're seeing.
And he does a quad axel, which is 4.5 revolution, which no one's ever done in competition until he did it. And no one can do it now except for him. This guy is a 5 to 10 touchdown champion every time.
There was some drama in the final 2 men's spots, which went to Andrew Torgashev and Maxim Naumov. It's an emotional selection for Naumov, who lost his parents a year ago in the plane crash that devastated U.S. figure skating.
And those 3 interact quite a bit. They have become friends.
I will say, I feel like our vibe is very, I don't know, they could make a blaze of glory too and we could star in that.
Speaking of formidable United States trios, the U.S. women may be sending their greatest team ever to the Olympics. Don't believe me? Just ask these 2.
There's a possibility that 2 American women, or even 3, could be on the podium in Milan, and that's just unheard of, and we really haven't seen a field this deep in the women's event for the American women in maybe 20 years.
Amber Glenn is the headliner after winning her 3rd straight U.S. championship, something not done since the great Michelle Kwan.
We are all just doing the best that we can and not trying to fit into any shape or mold that anyone tries to put us into. And I think that is what has brought us back into such a successful just group of women in figure skating.
Alyssa Liu, the reigning world champion, finished 2nd and continued her comeback from retirement with a return to the Olympics.
One of the things that was really hard for me coming back even was, I felt a little guilty because I was 16-year-old me was so adamant about quitting and never coming back. I felt like in a way I was betraying her by coming back. So it was a big deal for me.
The trio was rounded out by 18-year-old Isabel Levito, who finished 3rd in St. Louis and has family connections in Milan, where she will be competing as an Olympian.
It would just be so special. They would be able to come and watch, and it would be such a full circle moment. It just kind of feels like a destiny thing, and it would be very special.
In pairs, Alicia Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov took the crown. And in ice dance, the dynamic duo of Madison Chock and Evan Bates dominated again for their unprecedented 7th U.S. championship. They'll be the odds-on favorites to take gold in Milan. Put it all together and you have perhaps the most hyped figure skating roster the United States has ever sent to an Olympics. And it was assembled right here in St. Louis. Reporting for Sports Plus, I'm Corey Miller.